Now that we have our cream cheese glaze aside, ooh. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Man Cake. My name's Dan, and today we're going to be making pumpkin pound cake. Now I'm sure if you watched the other videos you're probably thinking, where's the costume? Clearly, I'm a hipster witch. All I need is a nice espresso, a cigarette, and good to go. I don't know. If this is your first time, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe so you know when brand new recipes are available, which is weekly. Now to get started, all you have to do is just preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And let's get our ingredients mixed. To start, we're going to go ahead and get ready our cream cheese glaze for our pound cake. All you're going to need is 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1/3 cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2/3 cups of powdered sugar. Now we're just going to go ahead and mix that on a high speed for 3 to 5 minutes to really allow the cream cheese to get nice and creamy and get all those lumps out. Now that we have our cream cheese glaze aside, now that we have our cream cheese glaze done, we can go ahead and move this aside and work on the pound cake. So let's scoot our little buddy over. Now for the pound cake batter, we're just going to go ahead and use just a regular bowl and mix everything by hand with a nice little whisk. Do you guys know Sheppard Image made bowls? I didn't know. Did you know? Let's go ahead and get our mixing bowl. We're going to take 3/4 cups of white sugar, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, and a 1/2 cup of softened butter, or just 1 stick. Now we're going to go ahead and take a hand mixer and blend these all together until they're nice, light, and fluffy. We're going to mix about at a number 3 until everything's well incorporated. I think that's good. Now we're going to take 4 eggs and beat these in with our butter and sugar mix one at a time. And also make sure that your eggs are at room temperature. Go ahead and get 1. Now we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla and mix that in. And now for the main ingredient, just 15 ounces of pumpkin. I like Libby's. And we're just going to go ahead and beat those in about a number 1, number 2 for a couple minutes until the pumpkin's really well mixed with the rest of our ingredients. Now that we have all those ingredients well mixed, we're going to go ahead and move these guys aside and get our dry ingredients mixed together, then throw it all into one bowl and get started baking. Get started baking. So we're going to start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Let's just give those all a nice quick mix with a little fork. And we're going to bring 3/4 cups of buttermilk into the party. So now that we have all of our ingredients separated, we're going to go ahead and combine them all together. Starting and ending with the flour mixture, we're going to alternate the flour and the buttermilk into the main ingredients. Go ahead and add some of the flour mix. Some buttermilk. More flour mixture. The last of our buttermilk. And the last of our flour mixture. And there is our pumpkin pound cake batter. It smells delicious. Let's go ahead and get this baked. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a prepared loaf pan. Now I like to prepare mine with this weird little setup with parchment paper. What I do is I cut like 3 strips, place them at the end and the start, and then 1 in the middle, and then cut a rectangle out and place that on top of the strips. And you'll see why after this is done in the oven. So let's go ahead and just do the batter pour. Now before we can put this in the oven, we need to go ahead and add a special little treat inside of our pound cake. So we're going to take mini chocolate chips, just give a sprinkle. And spread them out. Now that our pound cake is ready to go in the oven, we're going to go ahead and pop it in and bake for 60 minutes. Set a timer for 60 minutes.
60 minutes, starting now.
See you then. Now that our pound cake is good and baked, we can go ahead and get it out of its pan, drizzle some of that cream cheese glaze that we got ready earlier, and slice right into it. So let's go ahead and pop this little guy out. There we go. See? And that's why I did that with the parchment paper. Super easy. Let's go ahead and move that. Hot. Now that we got our pound cake, let's go ahead and get our cream cheese glaze. Well, there we have it. Our pumpkin pound cake. I don't know about you, but I want to taste it and bite right into it. Let's go ahead and get a nice slice here. Now the moment of truth. It's like if chocolate and pumpkin had a baby, it would be this guy right here. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you liked today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you know when brand new recipes are available. And let me know what you guys think if you make it down below in the comments, and if there's anything you'd like me to try to bake next time. Well, until next week, bye.